a good story to be heard this morning in terms of progress on IFB, and again further details of how businesses can integrate with the programme and get involved with the programme.
Oh, it's been terrific. The level of interest in the festival has been really encouraging. It's great that this is a national and international event, but it's being hosted in Liverpool, and as I say, the turnout today from businesses in the downtown network has been very encouraging. It's an event of enormous scale, lots of complexity, lots of different moving parts, but in the 14 or so months that we've had since we really started planning for real, we've created a fantastic festival programme. More than 150 events, from very large scale, high quality established international events to smaller events, down to 20, 30 people in a room discussing business interests that they share. So we're delighted with the programme we've put together, and we're delighted with the concept of the International Trade Hub, which will be based on Liverpool's famous waterfront and offer that direct business-to-business opportunity. The Trade Hub is the one constant facility right through the festival. I call it the engine room for jobs and economic growth. The festival is a series of individual events, but the Trade Hub will be open from the beginning of June right through towards the end of July. Businesses should register now. They should register their interest in the business club. What are their business interests? What partners do they want to meet? And the festival organisers will match their interests to interests from elsewhere, nationally and internationally. We have events over on the Wirral, we have events in Chester, Warrington, Manchester, Lancashire. So it spreads really across the wider northwest region. But at the end of the day, like any major event, it's nice to have that cluster of activity in one place, and the majority of events are in Liverpool city centre. Liverpool's a city that's improving. It's improving tremendously over the last 10-15 years. This is another stepping stone. We will bring businesses in their tens of thousands to Liverpool for the festival. I always say you'd never invest anywhere if you've never been there. And when people see what a terrific city Liverpool is, its architecture, its welcome, and its business offer, we hope they'll come back. So this is a real opportunity to showcase the city. And we'll be doing other things in 2015 to build on the momentum that's been created as part of the festival. I think my message is it's an international economy. All businesses need to make that international connection with their partners, with their markets, with their financing. And above all else, the International Festival for Business provides that networking opportunity. Who doesn't want to meet new potential international partners?
I'm Nick Birkinshaw, and I'm managing the cultural programme for the International Festival for Business. We've got a fantastic programme ahead of us. Shake the trees any June and July, and you get a wealth and a depth of cultural activity that is unsurpassed, really. Certainly up in the northwest outside of London, we've got the best cultural offer in the UK. In addition to everything that's there anyway, all those galleries, orchestras, venues, theatres, open spaces, festivals. We've commissioned close to 30 new pieces of work as well. So there's a massive buzz around the city, and it'll be a very intense period of cultural activity, and it'll be the busiest period for cultural activity during June and July this year that we've had since 2008, when we were European Capital of Culture. Obviously the business delegates for IFB are a very high-level targets for us, but anything that's going on in the city is of course open to anybody, and we hope that local people will get involved in everything that's going on. We've got a communications plan underway that shows that supporting the key website, the IFB2014.com website, which has got all the cultural activity in there. We'll be doing regular releases of one kind or another. We'll tie it into everything that Visit Liverpool do through Marketing Liverpool. We'll get the word out in a variety of ways, really, so people have no excuse not to know about it. And during the 2 months, we'll have a physical presence, a variation on a cultural tourist information centre that'll enable people to kind of come down and get the gen on what's going on today, what's going on tomorrow, what's going on next week and into the future.
It's always nice to see plenty of people. I think that's a demonstration of the interest that there is in the forthcoming International Festival of Business. Superb presentation from the team of Vision. I think you can see how it's developed. You know, that programme of events has developed, and I think there's more to come as we go forward to the summer and the actual event itself, the 6-week programme itself. And we're really excited to be involved in producing a business week, a Liverpool business week, where Liverpool companies can get properly engaged and properly involved in that programme. So I think overall the whole thing seems to me to be coming together really nicely. It may have been a bit of a slow burner through 2013, but as I say, you can see things coming to fruition now, and I'm really looking forward to the next stage of development, because I think in May we've got Joe Anderson coming back to present on the final programme of the IFB. By then, can you imagine what it's going to look like? You know, we've already got over 100 events, we've already got over 100 countries coming along to Liverpool, June and July. So as I say, by the time Joe arrives in May, I think we'll have some really, really big announcements to hear. And no, it's really positive stuff. Well, I think raising awareness is always something that's difficult because people have busy lives. And the amount of noise that's out there now through social media, through television, you know, all the usual channels. So we've got to find innovative ways of actually getting the message across that not only is this an important festival for Liverpool as a city, but it's an important festival for your business, because there's opportunity and potential there for you. We've got to start drilling down into those messages a little bit more, I think. From our perspective, we'll be putting things out in our weekly bulletins. We've got videos like this being produced and going out far and wide. And Liverpool Vision itself is starting to get out and about and speak to the business community as much as possible. So as much as we can, we'll get that message across. But equally, you know, the people that were here today, word of mouth, the best possible advertising. Hopefully they'll be telling all their colleagues what's happening in the summer, and the message will eventually filter out there.
What kind of benefits would downtown members get if they were thinking about joining?
Well, I think as far as the IFB is concerned, then obviously you get access to that week of what are going to be absolutely top quality events. But over and above that, we have an events programme throughout the 12 months that really gives you an opportunity not just to hear what's going on in the city region, and indeed in the UK economy, because we have government ministers and shadow ministers often speaking at our events. But the important thing is connecting with people who you can potentially do business with. And over the past 10 years, because we're 10 years old this year, we've secured deals of over £500 million between our businesses and members doing business with one another. So it's return on investment. At the end of the day, that's what businesses are looking for. It's great that you get additional intelligence and find out what's happening in the city region. I think it's brilliant that you can raise your profile through our bulletins and our magazine and our other publications, but ultimately it's about making those connections and growing your business, and that's what downtown does for its members.